Alright guys, for all you vintage electronics out there, what I got here is a record player. I already took it apart, but let's take a look at this real fast here. This is what was attached to it. Works but needs an amplifier. Well, it has an amplifier. We'll get to that in a second. This is a late 60s probably. I'm looking for a date code on it, but Zenith. This is a Zenith record player, probably like a kid's record player. It's in the red case here. I got it all apart. As it did run, and there's no sound coming out of it. We did have a little bit of a hum coming out of the speaker, which that's typical, because this right here will need to be replaced. This camera, I swear, one of these days I'm going to get a better camera. Can't get close to it. Come on, focus. Anyway, there it is, that filter capacitor there. And if you can see it in the video, I'm not real sure, but it's all puffed up and swelled. This is definitely bad. So it's going to have to be recapped. So it still has an original tube in it. I did take the tube out and test it. The tube is fine. It's real strong. Even though that doesn't necessarily mean anything, you always got to kind of learn, and these older guys will tell you, you never want to put your heart 100% in what a tube tester tells you. I've seen tubes test bad and they still work just fine, and I've also had tubes test good and strong, and yet when you get them on a circuit and they get under a load, they break down and quit working. So not necessarily, but you know, for the most part, that's not the problem. More than likely it's this capacitor here for one, and then this little wax job there. I'm going to go ahead and take that out, even though it's not real critical. It's just on the tone control. But it's very simple circuits. There's another capacitor there. That's a looks like a Sprague red drop. But that one, yeah, it looks like an isolation or maybe a cross the line cap, or our cartridge input there might be ground to that. So anyway, that's not real critical either, and I'm not going to worry about that. Those don't really fail that often. They can, but this one's away from heat. It's not under any real stress, so I'm not really worried about that one. I would just change this one, and definitely change this cardboard filter paper capacitor here. It's trash. So not much else to it. I'll check the resistors and make sure that they're within tolerance. It's got a selenium rectifier there. So really that's all there is to it. It uses the motor as a dropping resistor for the power supply for the amplifier. So at the same time, then the motor is able to power off of that. It's probably about 300 ohms, somewhere in that nature, somewhere close to that. So, and there's our speaker, our output transformer. So yeah, that's the record player. Like I said, I got it apart. That's the bottom case to it, and that's the top. So getting ready to change some caps. I got another cap laying here for it. I got a filter cap, and that one there is a little big. I'll probably cut that other one out of there. And this one is a new old stock, Black Beauty. Some of you guys are probably liking the idea, and some of you are probably having a heart attack because I'm putting an old stock capacitor back in a unit. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. It works. So I'm just going to take that out and see if we can get this baby running. So there you go, guys. The Zenith, vintage Zenith portable record player. So I'm going to get her working and we'll do a test on it here soon. Thanks for watching.